What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. So I'm rocking a little bit of a different look today. I tried to get my hair up into a faux hawk, which was a lot easier when I had a lot shorter hair, which kind of makes me miss my short hair sometimes. But the reason for this look, because you guys know how much I love to go along with the theme of my video, we're gonna do a Harley Quinn video. I haven't done one on my channel yet, and I'm sure now you're thinking, okay, then why the hell is your hair up in a faux hawk? Because, you know, it's usually pigtails and all that kind of fun stuff. This is a different kind of Harley Quinn. This is punk rock Harley Quinn. So you may or may not know anything about punk rock Harley Quinn, but it's basically from one of the DC Rebirth comic series. It follows Harley Quinn. It's kind of like a solo series for her, and the whole premise behind punk rock Harley Quinn is her favorite mailman gets killed on the way to deliver some packages, including one to her, and so she wants to avenge his death. And so she ends up going undercover as a punk rock band, a lead singer in a punk rock band with all of her other fellow criminal friends that are hanging out with her. And they're doing that basically because the people who killed the mailman are also in a punk rock band. So yeah, you get punk rock Harley Quinn. So Hot Topic has recently come out with a bunch of this punk rock Harley Quinn merchandise. You've got eyeshadow palette and lip products, and then they also have some bags and some shirts and things like that. So I picked up both items here. This video is going to solely be on the palette, and I'll have the lip products out in the next video. So later on this week, you'll be able to see that because I don't want it to be too long, and I feel like sometimes it's hard to do full review on eyes and lips in one video. So the name of this palette is Harley Quinn and the Skull Bags. That is the name of her punk rock band that she starts. This is what the palette looks like. It retails for $16.90, but of course it's on sale. So it's on sale for $13.52. This is official DC and Warner Brothers licensed product, so that's why it's originally $16. So it's pretty much the same price as the Infinity War palette, which is a Marvel licensed product. So makes sense, but you know, you can get it for $13. And it is cruelty free. This is not her universe. This is just the branded for Hot Topic products that they come out with. It doesn't say who does it. It just says manufactured exclusively for Hot Topic and that it's made in China. So, but it is cruelty free. So this is what it looks like on the inside. I have already dug into these. But it's really cute. You've got kind of the traditional Harley Quinn red and black diamond pattern, and then the shadows are in the shape of the diamonds. So there are hearts in 3 of the shadows, which you can still kind of see. And then on this side, this is what it looks like, trying not to get the ring light to blind you. So on this side, you get an image of a punk rock Harley Quinn, and then the shadows on the left side. But yeah, this is the close-up of the front. And this is what it looks like on the back. It shows you the colors. For once, these shadows don't have names, so that's a little bit different. But yeah, so let me show you some swatches real quick, and then I'll do the eye look. All right, guys, so these are all of the shadows right here. They don't have any names, so there's not really a point in me reading them off, but you can see I started right here on the outer portion of my arm and went in. The shadows, you know, in true Hot Topic fashion, take a bit of building to get good color payoff, but they were very soft, so let's see how they work with a brush. The 2 lighter shades are definitely incredibly pale, but we'll see if I can use them for some highlighting. So let's give it a shot on the eyes. All right, guys, so I'm going to start out with this light shade, and I'm basically going to put it in the crease, but then kind of go all over the lid. This is pretty much the color of my skin tone, so I'm just kind of making sure my concealer is set. Next up, I'm going into this more taupey kind of deep brown, and I'm using this on the eye that I'm going to use the blue shade for, just to go through the crease, and then adding a little bit of depth on the outer portion of the lid. For the other eye, I'm using the kind of more burgundy tone, and again, just running it through the crease and then on the outer portion of the lid. Now, I decided this needed to be a little bit darker, so I'm going into the more brown shade, and I'm putting that over the top of it. Now to amp up the other side, I'm going over the top of that taupey brown with the blue shade, since there wasn't a different variation of blue. So that way it still kind of is a darker shade. And then I'm kind of mixing back in that taupey shade when needed. Now I'm going to use some concealer to do a half cut crease. And then I'm just going to use my finger to kind of blend it into the middle portion of the lid. And then going over the top of that with the white shade. This is really sheer, so I'm just kind of packing the shade on and just doing a couple of layers until it's nice and as opaque as it can be. And then I also added it to the inner corner of the eye, which really didn't do anything. And then repeat on the other side.
Now for the fun part. So I'm taking the red shade and I'm just really blowing it out on the outer portion of the eye. I'm also going to bring it in a little bit more on the upper portion of the crease, and then I'm going to completely smoke it out underneath the eye. This is obviously optional. This is just the more fun blown out look, but you can see how beautiful and vibrant this red is. And I just wiped off the brush and now I'm just kind of blurring the edges of that red shade. And then repeating the process on the side with the blue shade. Again, just blowing it out really good, running a little bit more of that blue on the upper crease, and then smoking it out underneath. I have my color switch on the table in front of me, so I'm able to kind of switch between the two colors and clean off my brush really easily. Then I took that dark taupey brown shade on a flat liner brush, and I'm using this just to kind of add a little bit more definition to the lash line on both eyes. Now I'm going into my Anastasia Aurora Glow Kit, and I'm using the blue shade to highlight on the blue side and a combination of the orange and kind of pinkish shade to highlight on the red side. This next part I'm just going to fly through because it's pretty much basic stuff. I'm just adding winged liner, black in the waterline, some mascara, and some nice fun bold lashes. And then another fun touch I decided to add is just a little diamond underneath the red eye just to kind of really bring in that Harley Quinn essence.
Alright guys, so this is the finished two-tone punk rock Harley Quinn look. I actually really enjoy using these shadows, surprisingly. For the most part, every single one I used, it was a lighter shadow. I mean, it had to be built up to get the color that I wanted, but they were smooth and they were easy to blend. So you kind of saw like the way I did the first half of the look was a bit more wearable. So I mean, using some of the darker shadows, I really didn't want a full-on cut crease, like a, precise cut crease, but I did want the white in there, and so using the cut crease method and putting the concealer under there helps that white to stand out a little bit more. So it is kind of a really sheer shade. It really didn't do much on my inner corner, which is why I added actual highlighter, but the colors themselves were very easy to blend. The blue and red, my absolute favorites because they were bright but also still soft. So I mean, when I kind of went in to do the more fun blown out look, I mean, they really showed up no problem. So those are definitely my two favorite colors in the palette, but I like that you could definitely do something kind of natural looking with this. So yeah, this palette gets a thumbs up in my book. So if you're looking for something surprisingly neutral, this could actually work for you. I like this one. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely kind of a fun, different look. I kind of had a lot of fun doing this. So yeah, please give it a like if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and make sure your notification bell is checked so that you get notifications when I post my videos. I will have the lip collection video out in a couple of days, so that way you will get notified when I post that. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.